back to Foresights TV with me, Isma. In an unprecedented diplomatic offensive, India has dispatched 7 all-party parliamentary delegations to 33 global capitals, including Moscow, Abu Dhabi and Tokyo, as a part of a coordinated effort to expose Pakistan's alleged role in global terrorism. The move comes in the wake of the deadly Pahalgaon terror attack and the subsequent Indian military response under Operation Sindoor. This initiative, backed by all major political parties, showcases India's united stance against cross-border terrorism and aims to affirm the country's zero-tolerance policy on the global stage. Leaders across political lines have called the campaign a mission to bring international focus to Pakistan's continued support for terror groups while reinforcing India's strategic partnerships. Here's a special report from Foresights TV. Led by DMK MP Kani Mozi, the delegation to Russia introduces MPs from the BJP, AAP, NC, SP and diplomats such as Manjeev S. Puri and Javed Ashraf. Upon arrival in Moscow, Samajwadi Party MP Rajiv Rai stressed the historic India-Russia friendship and urged Moscow to isolate Pakistan as a threat to global peace. The delegation's agenda includes meeting with high-level Russian officials such as Andrei Denison, Leonid Slutsky and Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister, along with think tanks and media. Kani Mozi emphasized Russia's role as a strategic partner and its ability to understand India's security challenges. The delegation is sharing evidence and narratives related to recent terror incidents, Pakistan's role in them, and India's need for support on the international stage. India seeks to gain Russian backing not just diplomatically, but in terms of influencing global opinion, especially within the UN framework. Another delegation led by Shiv Sena MP Dr. Shrikant Shinde reached Abu Dhabi to engage with the Indian diaspora and UAE officials. This group includes BJP's Bansuri Swaraj, E.T. Mohammad Bashir, Atul Garg and senior leaders such as Surendrajit Singh Ahwalia and Sujan Chinoy. Shinde addressed Indian community declaring enough is enough and reinforced the message that any future attack on Indian citizens would be met with swift and decisive retaliation. Shinde underlined the deep cultural and economic ties between India and the UAE, noting that Indians make up to nearly 40% of the country's population. He emphasized that this trust and connection form the basis of UAE's understanding of India's stance on terrorism. BJP leader Ahluwalia echoed similar sentiments, reinforcing that while India seeks peace, it cannot allow blood and water to flow together, referencing the needs to cut ties with nations that harbor terrorism. Bansuri Swaraj stated that Operation Sindoor had become a synonym for justice, referencing India's airstrikes on Pakistani terror camps. She accused Pakistan of choosing military escalation over peace and warned that India would finish any war brought to its borders. BJD MP Sasmit Patra issued a powerful statement. For every terrorist you send, we'll ensure more than 100 are taken down. He also noted the cross-party unity on this issue, describing it as one language, one thought, one India. In Tokyo, the delegation led by JDU's Sanjay Kumar Jha includes a diverse mix of MPs from BJP, Congress, TMC, CPIM and diplomatic veterans. This team engaged with ambassadors and diplomats from Brazil, Australia, South Korea, Greece and Colombia. The objective: to present India's position on Pakistan's terror activities and the urgent need for global counter-terror cooperation. JDU's Sanjay Jha highlighted the growing evidence of Pakistan's involvement in global terror networks, stressing that India would respond to any aggression with full force. BJP MP Hemang Joshi called the mission a global outreach to unite the world against terrorism. While former External Affairs Minister and Congress leader Salman Khurshid described the international response as very satisfying, Khurshid further added that the aim was not just condemnation, but long-term strategic understanding. We must ensure these countries are sensitized to our concerns and stands with us when future decisions need to be made, he said. TMC MP Abhishek Banerjee and CPIM's John Bitras reportedly echoed similar concerns during their interactions with regional diplomats and think tanks. The diplomatic efforts aims not only to isolate Pakistan but also to pre-attempt potential presidential narratives painting India's actions as escalatory. By leveraging bipartisan support and engaging both Western and non-Western powers, India is attempting to solidify international consensus on the legitimacy of its counter-terror operations. India's multi-pronged, multi-party diplomatic campaign marks a significant shift in how the country addresses cross-border terrorism, not just as a national issue, but as a global threat. The rare political unity displayed by parties across the spectrum strengthens India's credibility abroad and signals a robust, coordinated approach to security policy. While diplomatic missions typically involve soft power and cultural outreach, this campaign adds assertive edge aimed at reshaping the narrative around Pakistan's terror links and India's right to self-defense. Whether this will translate into tangible policy shift or global sanctions against Pakistan remains to be seen. However, the initiative undoubtedly marks a bold step in India's international strategy. By aligning public diplomacy with hard security concerns, India is telling the world that terrorism is not a regional issue but a global crisis, and that silence even from allies is no longer an option. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Foresight TV with me, Isma.